Hello everyone, today we will cook tiramisu in 1 minute, 1 hour, and 1 day. I think that everybody knows what kind of dessert this is, so the minute is up. The fastest way is to make tiramisu in a glass, and we send the purchased ladyfingers into it and install the glass in the coffee machine. We need a small portion of espresso. As soon as the coffee is poured, you need to turn the glass till the ladyfingers are soaked. There we go. All that's left to do is add the whipped cream. And sprinkle some cocoa powder on top. It's done. The maximum cut tiramisu is ready in 1 minute. Let's try it. Okay, considering that we did this in just 1 minute, it's not bad. Although, of course, this is not the taste of the original tiramisu. We will have a whole hour for the second tiramisu. Therefore, we will prepare the right classic cream. We divide the eggs into the whites and the yolks. And put them in different bowls. We only need 4 eggs here. Pour 1 tablespoon of sugar into the yolks and whisk until they turn white. And we'll also have some vanilla for flavor. And the most important ingredient is the mascarpone cheese. We open it up. And put 500 grams of the yolks and combine this all with a spatula. It's ready. Now we add 3 tablespoons of sugar into the egg whites. And we'll beat these up with a mixer as well, until we get a foam like this. Now we add them to the other mixture. And knead one final time with the spatula. That's it, the right cream is ready. Let's make some coffee. You can even use instant coffee for this dessert. Pour out a generous helping, and all that is left to do is wait for the kettle to boil. That's it, pour the boiling water over the coffee. And get some alcohol in there as well. You can use cognac or rum. Here we will use the same purchased ladyfingers. So we open them up. Ladyfingers are a French cookie that tastes more like a dried biscuit. So we plunge our ladyfingers into the coffee. After which we stack them into the mold one by one. Then a layer of cream on top. Smear it around with a spatula. Add another layer of coffee-soaked ladyfingers. And the final layer of cream. Now cover this up with saran wrap and press it into the contact with the cream. We only have half an hour left, so leave it in the refrigerator for 29 minutes. All that is left to do is remove the film from the dessert and sprinkle it well with cocoa. That's it, you can lift up the form. And slice into our tiramisu. Put 1 square onto the plate. And that's our tiramisu that was ready in 1 hour. This is the most classic recipe. Let's try it. This is very tasty, but I know how to make it even tastier. And I have a whole day to do so. All right, let's start the time. And here, everything will be done almost from scratch. And we'll start with the homemade mascarpone. Pour 1 liter of 33% cream into a saucepan. And we put them on the stove to heat it up. At the same time, it needs to be constantly stirred so that they do not burn. As soon as the steam is started, you can check the temperature. 60 degrees will be enough here. While the cream is still hot, you need to cut a lemon in half and squeeze the juice out of it. Here we get about 40 milliliters and pour it into the cream. And mix it well. The cream has changed its consistency and it's more of a curd now. Now all you need to do is put a sieve into a bowl, put some gauze into it, and pour out our mixture. The serum will drain, and the mass in the sieve over time will become denser, so be sure to cover this with film in contact with it. And pop this into the fridge for 15 hours. Now let's move on to the homemade cooking ladyfingers. To do this, we also divide the eggs into whites and yolks. You only need 3 eggs here, so pour 100 grams of sugar into both bowls. And whisk the whites first. And then the yolks. It's ready. Here I have 85 grams of flour in a bowl, and pour half of it into the proteins, and here are the yolks. Now add in the rest of the flour and 20 grams of cornstarch. Using a spatula, knead the dough. And now we need a cooking bag. You need to install a little nozzle like this into it. Fill it with dough. And now you can conveniently take cookies out of this bag. They should all be about the same size so that their cooking time does not vary. Now we need some powdered sugar with vanilla and cardamom. Sprinkle it over the dough sticks. And put it in the oven at 180 degrees for 10 minutes. It's ready. Some of the sticks stuck together, but nevertheless, it turned out really well. Here are ours in comparison to the store-bought ones. This is not a classic tiramisu recipe, but it has salted caramel, so therefore add some sugar and water to the pan. Now cook the caramel until it turns yellow. Now it's time to open up some butter. And throw in a piece. Also pour in some heavy cream. And mix. Our caramel is ready. Now we just need to add salt to balance it and to mix it. And for convenience, we'll pour it into a sauce bottle. That's ready. The next stop is the coffee. It is the most fragrant only when freshly ground, so we will use a coffee grinder. It's ready. Now pour the ground coffee into the Turk. And fill it with water. And cook it. So I was taught that coffee should boil and rise 3 times. So now we pour the finished coffee onto a bowl. And add some alcohol in there. Now finally the cream. We separate 3 eggs. Add 3 tablespoons of sugar to the whites. And 1 to the yolks. And also vanilla sugar with bourbon in the whites. All that remains is to whip it up. At first at a low speed, and a little bit later we will increase the speed. Now it's ready. We take the bowls out of the mixers and pour the yolks into the whites. They need to be mixed together well with a spatula. Our mascarpone cheese now is ready, so you can take the film off. And so here, all the syrup's in the glass. We transfer the cheese to our cream. And we knead it. So we'll transfer the ready-made cream into a cooking bag. And it's ready. We will put the dessert together in a square pan like this. However, the ladyfingers don't really fit in there, so we will have to trim them. Now it's ready. Now we dip them in coffee. And we lay them out into our form. The next stop comes a layer of salted caramel. Then a layer of cream. Then some ladyfingers. Again, some caramel. Another layer of cream. And to make it beautiful, we will suck off drops of cream onto the top. And put it into the fridge for the remaining 6 hours. All right, our tiramisu is already completely soaked through, so we take off the top and sprinkle some cocoa on there. That's it, our tiramisu, which took 24 hours to make, is ready. I really want to try this. Okay, yeah, this is the most delicious tiramisu I've ever eaten. Salted caramel is absolutely the kicker here, and of course, it is the most beautiful of all the tiramisus for today. Be sure to write in the comment section what else you would like for me to cook in 1 minute, 1 hour, and 1 day, and subscribe to the channel and like this video. Bye, everybody!